Ah, this is not the video I intended to make. But I don't apologize for it. This one's actually better in my opinion. I ran into town. And on my way back, stopped up the street at my buddy's house, Gary. And of course, he had to show me a G4T video that is hilarious in so many ways. Apparently, he went to Oceanside, California, which is within 100 miles of the border, which all good truthers, patriots, and the sort know. Anything within 100 miles of the border is a constitutional free zone. Or so they say. So anyway, they're driving up the road, the highway, and they come upon a Border Patrol inland checkpoint. And G's kind of stressing over it. I don't know what he's afraid of. I mean, he's got a U.S. passport, right? So, it ain't like he's a foreigner. He's an illegal alien or something. But knowing G, he doesn't have it with him. Even knowing that he may go through an inland border checkpoint, he probably didn't take it with him. But what really got me was the things he says. And one comment by his wife, bless her heart. His wife asked him what's going on. Is there the traffic slowing down? And he says, oh, they're getting people used to being stopped. And she's like, well, why? For some stupid reason, trying to catch illegals. Well, is catching illegals stupid? I mean, come on. California has a problem with illegal aliens taking jobs that citizens could have, reducing what people are willing to pay for a job because they'll do it for less. They're not paying taxes, which is a big problem in California because they keep upping the taxes because they ain't getting enough. They go get free medical care at the hospitals and stuff. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Maybe that's not fair because George has that for his kids. I don't know about him, but for his kids. So, I mean, I think that stopping illegals in California would probably be a good thing. There'd be a benefit to the entire population of the state. Just my opinion. Maybe your unemployment rate would go down. Okay. But then he tells his wife, don't say anything. Answer what I tell you to answer. George, the state and maybe even the government's been putting her through college. She's going to community college, so we know the state of California's paying for her to go to college. You don't think she's smart enough to be able to answer the questions of, are you a U.S. citizen? Where are you coming from? Where are you going? If they even asked that one. Or is it that she don't believe the way you do and thinks you're full of shit for the most part? Could be. Then My favorite one in the whole thing, I think, is when she says, "Hide the camera, George. I'm serious." Oh, oh, Lord. Have mercy. That's funny. And I mean, you know, and then George makes a big deal out of, you see, I stopped that guy with the rosary. I guess he had it hanging on his mirror. He's Mexican. So what? They waved you right through. What do you care who they stopped? And is it possible, George, that maybe they had information provided to them that a bunch of illegal aliens or a bunch of drugs were going to be brought through that area that day that you filmed this? And maybe even what kind of vehicle was going to be used? So they were doing it for those purposes? Sure, your title says "Stopping Americans on the Highway." Okay. But knowing the illegal problem that exists in California, could they have also stopped some illegal aliens that day? Is it really that big a deal, George? Is it that hard to say you're a U.S. citizen? Is it that hard to say where you're coming from? Is it? And please don't give me I don't have to answer because the Constitution says I have a right to refuse to incriminate myself. Well, you know what? If you're a friggin' U.S. citizen and you tell them the truth about where you're coming from and you're not running drugs, what does your answers have to do with incriminating yourself? Not a damn thing. So it don't really matter. But anyway, look, I thought the thing was funny. I laughed the whole way through it. I had to watch it 2-3 times to make sure I was hearing what I was hearing. But look, hey, thumbs up, thumbs down. Lord, leave a comment. Subscribe if you haven't. And pass this on to someone if you think they'll find it entertaining or worthy of their time. And again, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. Makes me feel a little bit better about spending my time doing these things. Have a great day, because I am.